Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel Tomcat Stitchery. I'm Whitney and today we're talking all about a great scrap busting, knit scrap busting project for some really wonderful and comfortable pairs of lounge shorts for the summer or warmer weather or whatever you want to use them for. But before we get into that, today is Friday, which means we have a Feature Friday video. And today's Love Notions Feature Friday, not Feature Friday video, today's Love Notions Feature Friday pattern is the Vivace top and dress. This is $5 today only. My code Whitney10 will get you an additional 10% off. Honestly, I could not find a good picture of my Vivace anywhere other than this professional photos that we had taken. I wear this thing all the time though. It is one of my favorite beyond basic knit tops. What is really cool about this pattern is that you can also, you can make it in wovens as well as knits. There's two different files, depending on if you want to make it in a knit or a woven. I've done both. I love it in a fabric with a little bit more drape, so whether that's a rayon challis if you're making it in woven, or my turquoise or teal version here is made in a rayon spandex knit, jersey knit. Absolutely lovely pattern, great beyond basic. Again, $5 today only. My code gets you an extra 10% off. So if you've been eyeing this one, today's a great day to grab that. All right, let's get to the video. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel Tomcat Stitchery. I'm Whitney and today I've got a fantastic knit fabric stash busting project for you. That literally, I mean, I feel like I could create an entire wardrobe out of this pattern for the summer. And we're going to walk through it. Okay, so one of the things when I am sewing, and most of the time when I am fabric shopping, I am buying fabric not with a specific pattern in mind, sometimes, but more times than not, when I'm fabric shopping, in person especially, I am looking at things and I may see a fabric and say, oh my gosh, that would make a great dress. I have no idea what dress I want to make with it, but a dress. So I'll buy, in my case, 3 yards for a dress. And then I've got it in my stash, and then I'll figure out what, knit pattern I can make, because I can make pretty much any knit dress out of 3 yards. Sometimes when the skirt gets really full, not so much, but for the most part, 3 yards will do it for me. The same, like I said, sometimes I do have a specific pattern where I'll buy, a specific amount of fabric, but for the most part, that's how I'm fabric shopping. Well, this can also lead to having scraps, really, because I definitely want to make sure I have enough to make any dress that I want or any sweatshirt that I want. But sometimes that can lead to having a little bit of excess and not enough to make another dress or another sweatshirt or whatever it might be. Just kind of, maybe less than a yard, maybe like 3/4 of a yard, or sometimes maybe it's a yard left over. And then I end up with these cuts and you're like, what am I gonna do with these now? And for a long time, whenever I would sit down and cut out a t-shirt, I have the Love Notions Summer Basics tank printed out in my size that just sits at my cutting table. So when I would cut out a t-shirt, because often even I need a yard and a half usually to do a t-shirt, sometimes 2 yards if I'm doing a long sleeve, but need a yard and a half usually for a t-shirt. Well, that still leaves me scraps because of the width of the fabric, but a lot of times I can get a tank top out of those leftover pieces. So I would leave the pattern at my cutting table, go ahead and cut out a tank top, and then just have that waiting in the wings, and I would sew a few of them up at a time. I've kind of stopped doing that though, only because I have a lot of tank tops. I also have a hair that's like tickling my face. Sorry. I end up with a lot of tank tops. So I've kind of stopped doing that a little bit, but my scrap, they start to add up. But I do have that to fall back on for, my cotton spandex jerseys, my viscose jerseys, those kind of fabrics. But what about my French terries or my sweatshirting fleeces? Those fabrics that are a little bit heavier that I like to make sweatshirts and stuff like that out of. What's a good project to use for that? Folks, I have found it for you. This is the Pattern Emporium Just Peachy Shorts, and it is so good. So let me tell you a little bit about the pattern, and then, and I've made an adjustment this was the first pair that I made, this is the second pair that I made, both out of scraps from the original project that I bought, that I had the fabric for. So the Just Peachy shorts are meant for knit fabrics with a little bit of thicker. So I would say like your Pontes, your French terries, sweatshirting fleeces. Maybe you could probably get away with like maybe a cotton interlock fabric, which is kind of like a cotton Ponte a little bit, kind of like looking at it, it's kind of about the same thing. I would, well, I don't know. I haven't tried it. In my head, I would steer away from like a cotton spandex jersey, but saying that, especially with this looser pair, it may be fine. It might be worth trying, if nothing else. Anyway, knit short pattern. It has a couple of different pocket options. I did both the stitched pocket and the cargo pocket. With these two versions. It has two rises. You can make them mid-rise or high-rise. And then I think it's got 4 different leg lengths. So if you, however comfortable you are with the length of your shorts, she's got you covered with a few different leg lengths. And another thing that I really like about Pattern Emporium patterns is that a lot of times she puts in the pattern other patterns of hers that you can like mix and match if you wanted, you know, a different pocket style or, you know, a yoga waistband. You can put a yoga waistband on these as well, which is the knit waistband that just folds over on itself. That's an option as well. I did the elastic waistband option for both of these, but that is an option for these shorts. So it features, I mean, it's just a very casual short with the little pockets, like just a really, really comfortable pair of knit shorts. Fantastic for spring and summer weather, or anytime, you know, I mean, I guess you could make these to work out in if you wanted to. If you had some like athletic, like an athletic fleece, like something you maybe make like a heavier jacket out of. I even feel like some of the athletic double brush Pontes might be okay for a pair of these. And I've got some scraps of those. I may try that. So I think you could wear these at the gym. I mean, they're a looser short. So if you're doing yoga or something, you may not want a looser short on because they, you know, ride up. But if you're just lifting, which is what I usually do, it would probably work for that as well. Anyway, I was very excited about making these up, and again, perfect little scrap buster. So the pattern features actually darts in the back. So there are 4 darts in the back. It's going to be very hard to see. I'll pop a picture of the line drawings here so you can see a little bit better. But there are 4 darts in the back. The front, you have a couple of options for pockets. The stitched pocket is just more of like a, it's not really a slash pocket. It's like a little curved pocket here, but you top stitch the pocket into place. So it's only 1 pocket piece, and you're not even going to be able to see my stitching because of this busy fabric. But there is stitching that goes around there. So where the pocket, you know, fills in and makes the facing here in the back. And then the edges of the pocket are bound, which I think is really cute and also lends itself well to color blocking. This is another great thing about this pattern. If you wanted to color block, you know, something like this, like if I could have used leftover pieces of the white Ponte and, you know, done like the pockets in that, or the waistband in that, or the binding on the pockets in that, you could really have some fun with some color blocking on these as well. But a really, yeah, that really cute detail. And then it's got the elastic waistband, also has the yoga waistband. This is my preference. I just like that it lies a little bit flatter against the body. And that's what I chose to do for here. For my versions, I chose the high rise. I wanted them to hit at my natural waist. And I went with the, not the shortest hem, but the second shortest hem. And I think, so that's where it's hitting on my leg. I'm 5'2", I do not have long legs, but this is where the second shortest hem is hitting on my leg, which is about right. I like it right. I have some fullness like right on my inner thigh here, and I like my shorts to go right below that because that way when I walk, if they go right below that point, when I walk, my shorts don't creep up into, you know, that where they start to creep in between your legs. If my hem is a little bit shorter than that, they'll absolutely creep. So if I can get past that fullness that's right there, it's perfect, and these hit exactly where I wanted them to be. So that's kind of the pattern in a nutshell. I used the projector file for this, and they cut out in no time at all. I made the size, oh boy, what size did I make? I went 12. I made the size 12, and I went off my hip measurement, and then I just cut the elastic. It recommends you cut the elastic to be comfortable on your waist, which basically means 0 gathering. My waist and hips are they're 2 different size ranges usually. My waist always falls in a larger size range, but I always recommend to size based on your hip, and then either grade up or down for the waist, or, you know, make adjustments so that it fits your waist comfortably, whether that is smaller or larger. An elastic makes it really easy. So that is what I did on those. So when I tried these on, and you'll see me in them, I like these and they're very, very comfortable. I also was kind of thinking I won't wear these as much as a solid pair just because it's a print and there's going to be just less I wear them with, unless we're just like out working in the yard and I throw on whatever, which could absolutely happen. And the plus of working in a color palette is that even my solid colored like tank tops or t-shirts all go with this color, even if it is like a contrasting color, because all my colors go together. Anyway, I mean, I could even wear these with the mustard. I think that looks nice. Anyway, I made these as is. This was my first pair that I made. Again, did the stitch pockets. And while I like them, they are a little more fitted than I wanted them to be. So for the next pair, because I cut these out at the same time, I just cut 2 pieces of elastic, measured it, cut 2 pieces of elastic. These sewed up in no time at all. I did the cargo pockets. So basically these are the pockets and they're stitched onto the outside of the short. So you can see the stitch line here. So the pocket is on the outside. It's a different cutting line for the side. Basically the shorts are completely finished front and back, and then you just plop a pocket on the front. It also gets bound. I did the same, the higher rise, but I took the darts out. I just didn't even use them at all, and then just stretched my waistband to fit, because that's what you're doing anyway. I mean, you want it the waistband to hug. So my elastic that ended up working best for my waist ended up being the same circumference as the waistband piece that I had you cut out, which feels about right for me. That's probably not going to be the case, you know, for you, but it's about right for my body. So I actually took the elastic and put it into the waistband, folded it over, and basted the waistband closed instead of inserting the elastic later. That way I had like a whole waistband piece. I had been basted closed, and then I I quartered the waistband, sewed it onto the top of the shorts, and just stretched that waistband to fit the shorts because I didn't sew the darts in. And these are so much more comfortable, and that's absolutely what I'm going to do going forward. Number 1, it's quicker because you're not having to sew darts. And number 2, I just find it much more comfortable on my body, and it feels a little bit looser, and it's just more my preference. So that's what I'll do going forward. And honestly, let's see, what else did I do? Oh, the only other alteration, I did take a little scoop out of the crotch curve. I have to do that all the time. I carry a lot of fullness in my rear end down low. You know, these are ready-to-wear jeans. I get the wedgie and ready-to-wear pants right there at the bottom. And the answer to that, it's a full seat adjustment, but it's just scooping out the bottom of that crotch curve a little bit to give myself more room. So I did do that on both of these, and I think that worked out really, really well. Anyway, this was leftover French terry, right? Yeah, French terry from this. If you remember, I made this hive pull over, maybe this time last year, actually. And I've been wearing them to the gym and just like cozy. I made my daughter one, and then I made myself one, and I did not pre-wash my fabric and forgot that I hadn't pre-washed my fabric and ended up shrinking. So then my daughter got that one. But then I made myself a printed one with some Distachify fabric, and then I made myself this one as well. And this was the leftover fabric from when I made this. And this French terry was gifted to me by my dear friend Cecile. So that was really, really nice. I mean, it's my yellow that I just really, really love. So very much looking forward to wearing this in the spring together, just separately, as either I'm going to the gym or just lounging around the house. I have been wearing my Carla loungewear pants all winter long, just in the house, you know, when I'm just working, when I'm just sewing and that sort of thing. As much as also hibernation, right? Like you're in winter. But I thought these could be a good answer to those pants, even though the Carla loungewear do have a shorts version as well with that pattern, but there aren't pockets in that pattern. And I do like to be able to throw my phone and stuff into my pockets when I'm popping back and forth between this room and then the workroom that we've got next door. So anyway, if you are looking for a great pair of knit shorts, if you're going on a spring break here soon, or if you're just getting ready, maybe you live in a warm place and it's already warm where you are, or starting to warm up. That is not the case here, but eventually. Anyway, it is a fantastic wardrobe staple, I think, to add to your sewing list. And again, I cut these out and sewed both of these up, kind of assembly line style, in an hour and a half. I mean, it was really quick and easy, and a great way to use up some of those larger scraps of thicker knits. So what do you think? Will you give these a try? Again, there are 4 different hem options. So if this is a little bit shorter than what you want, there are 2 more that are longer. Just kind of sky's the limit. I love the variations that Pattern Emporium puts in her patterns. And then even with the ideas of how to wear things, how to style things, different fabrics, she does a really, really nice job. That is it for today. I hope you consider making a pair of Just Peachy shorts yourself. I'm going to be making a few more. I need to go through my scraps and see what other thicker knit scraps I've got lying around that I can make a whole bunch of knit shorts for the upcoming warmer weather. I'm willing the warmer weather. You know, I'm over winter now. Unfortunately, I live in an area where it could be cold through the end of May. So I'm just, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. All right, that is all I have for today. What do you have on your sewing table? I hope you get some sewing in, and I will see you guys next time. Have a good one.